What's up? What's up? What's up? This your boy Louisiana Chris, and you tune in to the Louisiana Chris Show. You dig? And this video is I'm gonna speak on, is Texas the South? When people think of Texas, is it the South or is it the own? Is it its own state? As far as it's just Texas. Texas is Texas. And in my honest opinion, it all depends. Like I've been hearing all this debate about Texas not the South to some folks. Some people say that Texas is the South. But in my honest opinion and my perspective of growing up in Texas as well, not just Louisiana but Texas too, it all depends on where you go from. If you grew up in East Texas, like Beaumont, Orange, Port Arthur, Houston, the Houston, Metro Houston, like as far as Sugarland, Kingwood, Humble, Texas, Katy, Bel Air, those areas that's surrounded by Houston, the Woodlands, Alief, and then when you go all the way like Wally, Huntsville, then you hit to like Central, like hop on that 290 to Austin, Round Rock, Killeen, Waco, Dallas, and all those areas right there that I just named. Then from Central Texas to East Texas, then that's the South, bro. Once you get to motherfucking, I don't know, El Paso, though, Amarillo, all the way up north, like the northern Amarillo, Lubbock, and then heading west to like El Paso, cut that in half. All of that shit, that's desert shit, and that's more a western state. Once you get to east and northern, that's more so like east, like western and all that little bit. Cause Lubbock and all that northern Texas, that's more so like Lubbock, Amarillo, that's more so like, it's different. It's a different vibe from where I hear. I haven't been there, but that's more like western parts of Texas. But once you in like in the middle, oh yeah, especially down like southern Texas, like San Antonio, the Valley, all of that shit. Harlingen, I think that's like close to the Valley. That's more so like Mexico. That's like its own. That's on their own demographic, or is that, if that's the like right word to choose from. But that's a whole different type of side of Texas. That's more, you might as well just call that Mexico. That's basically Mexico if you go to southern South Texas, like motherfucking Harlingen, La Sarah, the Valley. That's a little bit different as far as Mexico. But as far as like El Paso, San Angelo, that's a whole different side of Texas. That's more so western compared to like a Central and like a Austin, a Killeen, and all that. And then you go to the like far as the east. So yeah, bro. It all depends. Like most Texas is the South, most Texas is not. So that's what the debate should be. It's half and half. If you like this side is the South. Once you hit that South, that end and that end, that's not the South, bro. It's a western state. That's more so down there heading towards New Mexico. So it all fucking depends on what you're talking about on the side of Texas and shit like that. It's kind of like Florida, like like people compare Florida, like the panhandle, like Pensacola, Tallahassee, and Jacksonville. They consider that the South, but once they get towards Central Florida, like Ocala, Sanford, motherfucking Gainesville, Orlando. Most Floridans or out of towners that's from other places in the South, they don't consider that type of Florida the South. Or once they get all the way further down, like Miami and all that, they don't consider that the South, but it is though. Geographically, it is the South. But as far as like Texas, like Western, like West Texas and like San Angelo and all them type, I think it's San Saba. I think that's not the South, bro. You're not from the South. You might sound country, but you ain't a Southerner. You're not a true traditional Southerner once you in the Western Texas or the Southern parts, heading towards like motherfucking South Texas, basically, like heading towards Mexico. So it all depends. Like Killeen, like as far as like Killeen and let's see, Temple, Parker Heights, those areas, they became the South because of people that migrated from Louisiana, Alabama, Mississippi, Georgia, and all that. They wound up stationing in Killeen, and later on in the Hurricane Katrina era, once they migrated to Killeen, that's where it became Southern as fuck. Because most people that was born in Killeen, that grew up in Killeen, they are not. Some of them not even from there. It's like a half percentage of people that is from or was born there. Most people are from other southern states that wind up moving and migrating to Killeen, which made Killeen the South. Even though it's Central Texas, it's hill country or some shit. It's Killeen is the South, Waco and all them type of areas that's surrounded by Killeen. It's the motherfucking South, bro. Because due to migration and people going to the military at that time. So besides, even if people didn't migrate in Killeen is like 2 motherfucking hours from Mansfield, Louisiana, and Shreveport, Louisiana. It's only a 2 hour. It's only a 2 hour drive from there, which is not far. And Dallas is like an hour or 2 hour at best, depending on depending on the gas you get and how you driving without stopping. It's like an hour from Shreveport. That's how south you gonna get if you are connected to like the out layers of the state of Louisiana. If you like living or grew up in Central and a little bit of northern Texas like Dallas and them, and some shit like Waco and Killeen and them, then you more closer than the northern Louisiana than you are in southern eastern Louisiana. As far as Lafayette, Lake Charles, Baton Rouge, the whole fucking isle. So it all depends on what you like, what you claim, and what you consider from experience and all that. Most folks, and also, this is how you know it's Southern. This is how you know it's the South. If they make good ass sweet tea as good as the South. The chili tradition is not as South. So you could throw that chili shit. Barbecue, that's how you know you're from the South. Especially barbecue ribs and shit like that. That's how you know the South. There's certain parts in Texas that do that gumbo shit and that. You alright? I'll be done in a minute. That do that gumbo shit, that gumbo, that jambalaya, that seafood. That's how South you gonna get when it comes to like there are certain states that in Texas that still hold that Louisiana tradition too as well. So other than that, dog, it all depends on how you consider it the South. But other than that, That's all I got to say. And also this too, if there's bayous, if you see bayous and swamps, then that's the South. That's how South Southern you gonna get in the state of Texas, and I'm gonna leave it at that. And also how it rains a lot during and hurricanes and shit, natural disasters and all that type of shit. That's from my experience of growing up of how love bugs, the high humidity, and that's about it. But anyways, this your boy Louisiana Chris, and I'm out. Peace. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. I'm out.